Alright, this is the map light of a 1982 EXP. These vary by year and they vary by option. If you have a sunroof, you don't get a map light, you only get a smaller dome light. So to remove it, it's pretty easy. Just need a screwdriver to remove two of these long screws at the end here, and then you have to remove a couple screws in the middle that hold the map light in, which isn't too hard. See, these are fairly long. There's a reason for that. We'll get to it in a minute. But you can tell that the light went out when I removed the one screw, because it is the screws that the light uses as contact points, so you don't have an actual cable connector up inside the roof area. It just uses one screw for hot for the map light and one screw for hot for the dome light. How you release the dome light is you press this trigger. Dome light releases on a button. Now, the map light releases on a button, thus turning the light on inside it. So then that's always on. And then it's one last screw to drop the whole works down. Just this one in the middle here. So, this is what it looks like. Alright. So it's pretty interesting that they run wires in and out of this guy through the screw holes to make the lighting work in this thing. It's pretty wacky. It's clever, but it's unusual. Yeah, so there it is. And if you have to replace the light in here, there is this silver grill in there to let moisture escape so it doesn't fog up in here. But they're supposed to be smoked like this. You're not supposed to be able to see through this until you pass the light through it. And then I had went ahead and put an LED in it, an LED bulb. So this sucker's pretty dang bright, because when you put this opaque lens on it, you can't see anything with a normal bulb. So I thought I'd upgrade it. So I did. And sure enough, it works. It works crazy well. For some reason, one of my LED elements on it is bad. Just one out of the 30 or whatever. Yeah. When you take this apart, that's a good time to clean out this tray. This tray doesn't really accumulate anything, except for, like I said, moisture. And they put the holes in it to avoid that, but moisture still ends up in here and causes it to rust. So get in there with steel wool if you can, remove the rust, and then you'll have a nice shiny finish on it. That'll help reflect more light through this horrible lens. I'll see if I can find a place or someone that can make these in clear, or at least make them clearer, because they're horrendous otherwise. But yeah, I had repainted this one. Pretty close color. It's almost perfect. You can barely see a difference with the camera, because you can barely see a difference in real life. But this is the switch. Turns the map light on and off. Servicing these isn't very easy. I popped mine apart, cleaned it, and re-plastic welded it. It wasn't terribly fun, but end product was fantastic. So now whenever you close the map light, the thing turns off. The map light, it is reversible. It's like the problem I had was that the exposed side had gathered a lot of rust and pitting on it. So I took steel wool to it, made it shiny again, and then I flipped it over because the side that faced up was perfect, absolutely perfect. So now when it flips down, see this nice pretty polished side. The only downside to flipping it is now you got your power cord dangling out of it, which isn't too bad. And these are adjustable. Let's try to limit the flash. There we go. You can see the set screw right there, kind of the eyeball. You can adjust that, and if you remove the two mounting screws on this, you can adjust the set screw on the base too. So pretty nice, all things considered. I'm currently missing a screw. In the base, one's supposed to be long and the other is supposed to be short. So I'll find them. It isn't too important right now because, as you can see, I don't have a headliner, but this is how it goes. Keep an eye out in the future. I will have a video on the sunroof model dome lights. So be expecting those real soon. Can't promise when I'll get to them, but I'd like to get to them soon because I haven't torn one apart yet, so I'm real curious to see how they compare to this. So until then, guys, enjoy your ride.